So we're here on Thor Island. We're in the yard. It's a beautiful day and a beautiful location. We're all very happy to be here. I'd like to explain a little bit about why we bring our bees here and what the whole podcast process is. We brought many nucleus colonies over with us today. We brought them from an adjacent island, Georgina Island, to Thor Island, and we have different drone lines on each of those islands. The drone line we have on this island is very well established, and they're very, very gentle colonies. They're low tendency to swarm, and they're quite productive. So we're really happy with this drone line. I want to give a little shout out to Paul Montaux, the late great Paul Montaux, who worked together with us buckfast breeding. He managed this island for quite a number of years, and we're carrying things on. And the drone line we're using now, a lot of that comes from his efforts. So we have gentle bees, and the gentle behavior is passed from the male side when you're breeding bees. So if you have gentle colonies producing the males that your queens are going to be mating with, that will be passed on. On the flip side, on the female side, the hygienic behavior, keeping the hive clean, doing things to help prevent diseases, that's inherited from the female side. So we're trying to do both of those things here on the island. We have full-size colonies that provide the drones that we want, and then we bring these mini mating nucleus colonies. You saw us handling from the truck to the boat to the truck, and now it's spreading around here, open them up and let those fly. Very soon we're going to go through and harvest these queens and take it back so that we can requeen colonies on the mainland. I'd like to introduce a couple people here to help us out. This is Laurie Simard. Laurie is our boat captain. She gets us out here to the island, and we obviously can't do things around without that transportation. And she volunteers to assist us with our bee work while we're out here on the island. She's got some of her own beehives and going with them. And just ask Laurie a couple questions about the history of the island. It's a great spot for bees. Can you tell us a little bit about the history of the
Okay.
island?
In the late or mid 1800s, this island was used by the Chippewa Native Indians of Georgina as a fishing stopover. And then some people came over from Britain and ended up on this island. There's 3 founding families on this island: the Whites, the Davidsons, and the Warrens. And my cousin Margie was a volunteer with us as well. And myself, we share our great-grandfather. He's from the island. So they settled on this island and they farmed on the island. They had sheep, they had beef, and I think there was even some dairy cattle on the island. It was a pretty harsh way of life. You got to consider in the winter coming over with a horse and cutter over the island on the ice. There was many mishaps, but they farmed here and this was their home. And now over the generations, those families have remained on the island. But we also have other cottages. There's 50 other cottages. And so we have people in the states that were founded from the states that use this as a fishing town, and they all have cottages on the island. So it's an island where once you get here, you want to stay here. So we have a lot of 4th and 5th generation people on the island. And it's a perfect place for bees. And we enjoy volunteering, and I've been a volunteer for about 5 years. And I guess that's back to you.
Okay. Well, because it was farmed, the land was cleared, and it's not farmed anymore. So bee plants grown up voluntarily. We have sumac, we have sweet clover, many other plants grow in this kind of environment, and it's because they do well foraging, the colonies thrive, and that's really important when we're trying to do this breeding work. We don't want to have hives that are struggling to keep going or not producing enough drones, and they're actually really thriving to produce the quantity of drones that we need for mating. I'm going to introduce somebody else here. This is Rachel Bryans, and she works with Monroe Honey, and Monroe Honey is another buckfast breeder that we collaborate with. We've actually provided stud service for Monroe Honey, so they bring their nukes out here, and those queens get to mate with our queens. Rachel, what do you do with those queens?
Once we collect those queens, we take them home and we test them further for hygienic behavior, and we'll raise our own queens from those and sell them to the beekeepers of Ontario.
How many queens a year would you produce?
I would say about 3,000 queens.
Is that right? Well, that's a lot of queens. And who do you sell them to?
Just basically all the beekeepers, hobbyists, commercial beekeepers of Ontario.
So they're really getting spread throughout the province.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. How many mating nucleus colonies do you have to produce anything?
We have 1,000.
1,000. Wow, that's great. Well, you must have a lot of great people working with you.
That's
great. Yeah, thanks, Rachel. So we're going to move on now and get some work done here. Dave's going to start. He's going to open up a hive and show you how nice these bees are and how we're able to use those colonies to produce the genetics that we want. So Dave, open up a hive now.
Okay, so here we have kind of one of our full-size strong hives here up on Thor Island. So it's kind of going to show you what kind of bees are like around here and how we breed them, and this is kind of the end result. So all super, they're actually real kind of bees. They're all super. We put on them previously already, damn full honey, and they kind of stay as a nice full-size colony, nice and strong because they really have that low tendency to swarm. We keep the rats on here all winter long, and in the spring we kind of not get up here too early. And now the colonies swarm this area, they really have that kind of in them. But the other thing you can see is without this coverage, just how gentle these bees are. So again, we haven't used any smoke on these bees yet. When we're actually working here, we don't use any smoke. So real gentle bees, and you can see just as I wave my hand over this honey, none of them are even jumping up to kind of see my hand. That's kind of limitation to attack. Waving your hand kind of sharply over top the colony. So real calm bees, they really, again, you can kind of notice we're now in their kind of space, and we vibrate the colony around by taking things off and this and that. But still, it doesn't really bother them. They're real nice, gentle bees, moving around slowly, not attacking my hand at all. So these are the bees of Thor Island.
Now we're looking through the mini nukes to cage these queens, find them, see if they're laying eggs, and cage the queens. We divide it up into finders and martyrs cages. So how you guys doing? Find the queens?
Yeah.
All right. This one's done. It's turned upside down. It's ready for sale. The other two in the progress of looking through the queens. We just like to see how to open up these nukes. There's some technique that really helps to be able to use them. Take a little while to learn that. Dave's going to open this up and show us. Just take up the lid, turn it upside down, and turn the box away from them so the frames are in a more comfortable position. To pry out the cell, have a look at it. That cell has been hatched. We can see it's been chewed out at the end here, and they're in the process of starting to break that cell down. So they're removing it. So we take that out. That helps us give us an idea whether there is a queen in this colony or not. Let's get so far. So then Dave's going to pry the frames. We don't pry against the styrofoam, we pry against the frame. The styrofoam boxes aren't very strong, so we do it that way. And then we take out the frame closest to the feeder first. The queen's most likely to be on that frame. We'll have a look at one side, look at the other side. There's cat brood. Do you see eggs, Dave?
Yep.
Great. So game on. It looks good. You can set that frame down on the lid just to get it out of the way. Sometimes the queens get over onto the boxes, and it's helpful if the frames are all out of the way if the queen is on the box itself. You get through quickly and look at the queen. You'll find her on the frame, so speed is very helpful here. So that's 3 frames out. Okay, so she's on the box. That's great. Now we know the queen's there. And Dave passes that on to me, and I'll go mark that queen kind of right up here. So we've got the queen in between our fingers here. You can hold her top and bottom, or side to side, as long as it's on the thorax. The thorax is quite tough, and they take a little bit of handling. We get that queen positioned as high as possible in our fingers, and then we brace our hand against the other hand so that we can mark in a very controlled way. Draw a nice little circle on there. And this here is white, so we've got a white mark on. Close the lid of the paint up quickly so it doesn't dry out. And then we lift the right wing, since it's an even year, and clip it right where the inside of the wing changes directions, angle there. So that she's marked and clipped and ready for a cage. So here we're back, putting the queen in the cage, do a little back flip, and in she goes. So we've got a queen. Now we'll put in the appendix. So we'll take a frame from that colony that the queen came from, and take some of the bees that she's been living with, and transfer them in. And we put 5 worker bees in, and we try to pick the youngest looking bees possible. If we get stung putting in one of these bees, that bee will die, and she can't take care of the queen. So we're very careful how we put them in so that they don't die. There she is. Now we need to put in a candy tube. There's a tube with the candy, and we just push that in the hole here part way, and that gives her food to eat for the next week, as much as a week. But we try to introduce her as quickly as possible. The acceptance of the queens is better if they've been freshly caught and introduced into a new colony. After harvesting the queens, the next step is to requeen the colony by giving them a queen cell. So as you can see, we mark the colony that's done. It's ready for cell by turning the lid upside down. We're going to take that lid off, and Dave will come along with the cell. We've got the incubator in the shade. He makes sure there's space for that cell to go in, and puts it in a way that's going to hang well on the frames. And then Brooke's going to force some sugar syrup in. She pours it nice and slow. If there's any bees in there, they get an opportunity to run up and get out of the way. We'll fill it right up. Let's do a little bit more, Brooke. It's very dry up here, and they really need the feed. Excellent, great. And now Laurie puts the lid back on. And as we tell some of our other videos, we put that lid down tight. That's important. Keep the queen getting into the feed. We don't let her drown in there. And then we just repeat the process for all of these nukes you see out here. And come back in 2 weeks, harvest some more queens. Do this 5 times this summer, and they can't get much better than that. So I hope you enjoyed learning a bit more about our buckfast breeding program on Thor Island. We hope we're doing Brother Adam, a buckfast Abbey, the originator of the strain of bees, doing his name good service here. We're very proud of our queens, and we'll get right home and get this one into a colony right away. Thanks a lot for watching. See you next time. So look at all those beautiful black fast bees. We're taking them home, giving them a good home. Had a great day on the island. Things have worked out well. So what do you say, everybody?
Bees!